Hey friends, hope you all are doing well today. Just wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys about something that I believe helps all of us to an extent of living out our vision. If you have heard that term before, maybe you recognize it from some things I've said here before. And one of the things that I've used to help remind me of my vision are totems. Think of like totem pole. Totems are objects that help us, that we put meaning to help us remind ourselves of something significant, a flag, a plane, a totem pole, whatever, like a cross. There's a totem. It can be anything. It's what we place on the object that helps us put forth the remembrance or the symbolism behind, which then allows us to understand the meaning behind it. So I wanted to share with you all a story about a totem that I think is kind of strange, but it helps me remind myself of what I am committed to in being present and being with people and being in conversations. And it comes from a broken key that you would find in any house. I was working with a contractor as a contractor, and I was doing a measurement for a sliding glass window, like your typical patio window that you have like in any home, right? And to get access to that door, I had to put the key in the keyhole to open it up so I can slide the door and get the measurements for the glass, right? Well, the glass I was measuring was actually the stationary panel, and that was on the right, and the door was on the left. So I had put the key in and went to the stationary panel, started measuring it, realized that I needed to move the door to get the full measurements, and I was pushing and pushing and pushing, and it wasn't moving. Like the door was not moving anymore. So, and I was missing like a solid, 3 inches worth of space to get a true measurement of the glass size. And I was just manhandling this stupid thing. And finally, it moved over just enough. And I got my measurement, and I'm about to leave, and I realized that this guy was the reason why the door wasn't sliding fully. And it led to a complete debacle. I was, having to get this thing fixed. Which meant this stupid thing was stuck in the keyhole. I'm trying to wrap up my work day, trying to get home to the family, and all these things are going on. And here I am at somebody's house who I don't know, I don't have a relationship with, just doing my job, and I break the stupid key, right? And now I have to fix it and make it right. And I had to go through this long debacle of finding a locksmith after hours, and it was a pain. And as I look at this key, this totem, I'm reminded of my promise to myself, to my family, to the people that I love, to my clients, of being present. And really, one of the things that is required of that presence for me is slowing down. Like, I need to slow down sometimes. My mind can go a million miles an hour. The stresses of life, the kids, and the world can get to me like anybody else. And whenever I look at this key, had I just stepped back from the dumb door, right, and looked around the space to see what was actually holding it back from sliding, I could have probably avoided this headache. Or at least I would have pinpointed it sooner and could have avoided, some type of agony, right? Like, whenever I slow down, I don't have to necessarily always respond right away to circumstances or to questions. Whenever I get a hard sell towards somebody that, hey, can you give it back to me by the next hour? I can confidently say no. However, I can get back to you by this time, so that I can then talk to my wife. I can process the decision, right? Like, if it sounds like it's too good, it might be too good. And like everybody else, totems are some of the things that, as a visual learner, I use to help remind me of, hey, slow down, chill out, right? It's okay. This is why journaling can be so powerful, because it helps us remind ourselves of lessons learned, experiences from the past, so that we can then live into the future that we really long for. And like I said, this is used to remind me of the future that I'm fighting for. This isn't just to, oh gosh, stupid doors and stupid glass. No, this is, hey, I want to go somewhere. I want to be with people. I want to connect with people. I want to be present in conversation with my clients. And in order to do that, I can have the temptation to, try to put them in a box and assign them homeworks. But really, it's like, no, just have the conversation, listen to the heart, and slow down and let things take its place. So, what totems would you guys use? I'd love to hear if you guys have some ideas or some things that you've used in the past. Let me know. Would love to hear what those totems are, what those objects are. It could be anything. I'm not here to tell you to collect everything. That's definitely not my mission. I'm a minimalist by nature. Just ask my wife. I do a good job giving things away and throwing things away by nature. So if this gives you a justification to keep everything, wrong, no, please don't do that. But if it does help you stand for others, stand for yourself, and the vision that you're committed to, then by all means use it and share it. Let us know what this week, what is something that you can do visually that can help be a reminder of the person that you're growing into, the person that you're standing for. If you're having a hard time what vision is, check out my last video with my good friend Nick Gooden. We had a great hour-long conversation about what it really means to make a vision and to stand in a place of growing into the person that you are longing for and becoming for the future that you really want. So I hope that's a help, friends. Hopefully my pain and agony came at some expense to you. But like I said, share whatever totems that you have this week to remind you, and to hopefully even give others some creative ideas as to what they can use to help remind them. So feel free to share, recommend. If you have a good story, feel free to share that. But I figured this broken key, while simple and slightly silly, it can be something of significance. And I hope that those visual aids would help you guys this week. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful week ahead. Thanks again, and take care of each other. See ya.